Good morning. Happy Wednesday, my friends. It's 8 o'clock already. Time to paint. Gonna wait a minute here. I don't know if anybody's coming on. Dreamy Street Arts. Rosa, good morning. Oh, here comes everybody. Yay. Good morning. Hi, Barb. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Sherry. I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Susie. I wish you were all here with me. Okay, so I had a hard time deciding what I wanted to paint today. Good morning, Anita. Thanks for coming to see me at Lidditz. It was wonderful to see you. Hi, Donna. Good morning. I just didn't know what I felt like painting, so I landed with this. I have one more of my 6x8 panels left, and I really should paint like 12 birds. So we're going to paint a bird today. And I felt like I needed something a little different. So, I don't know, what is that, a parrot? I think I took that picture at PetSmart. It's a handsome parrot. I love the tufty feathers, and I love the colors. They don't cooperate when you're trying to photograph them, so I had to like screenshot this with a little bit of black over there so that I wouldn't have them too far over to the side. But I love the tilt of the head and the colors and the feathers. So, do I have a new studio? Don't I wish, Donna? No, it's the same studio. It just is getting more full of stuff, I guess. Why? What looks different? So I need to really mix up greens and neutrals, and love this little bit of bright underbelly. It looks like it's dressed up for a can show or something, right? So I'll make it bright and fun. But actually, I think I'm going to start more with like a purple wash in the background. It's a color that I used in a painting last week of peonies, but I want to play with it again and wipe out of it. So that will be our fun. Just pull this down here and mix colors. I guess I need to pull this over. Whoops. Sorry, I'm taking you for a ride. That's good enough, right? As long as I don't knock this whole thing out. Now I need to bring it over a little more. Okay. Of course, this is in the way, but it's just how it's going to be. So is this crazy ring light? That drives me crazy too. Okay. Good enough, right? You don't really need to see my trash can down here, but my little thing that holds my phone in place is like getting old. I guess I need a new one. Whoops. All right, that's good enough. Stop fussing, Kim. Okay. Nobody say anything yet? Anita said the Litz Art Show was fun. It was nice to see you and Mike again. Yes, I'm so glad you came. Okay, so I'm going to mix some of the brighter colors, and then I'm going to make them a little... No, I usually start darker. I'm going to start with the darker kind of underbelly green. A couple greens out here.
What's wrong with these shells? They're not going?
I don't think so. I'm live. Wasn't planning on taking them.
Do you need this plugged
in? No, I don't need it today. Thank you. No, I have everything pre-recorded. I'm doing it on my computer. This is a really pretty green of a sorry color. I'll mix some of that in there. And I want to neutralize that just a little bit because it's in the shadow. Not that you can see too much shadow and light from a bird that's at PetSmart, but you can a little bit. Hopefully you found a good home by now. Let me get a little bit more of that color out. The most interesting moment, what's that? What did I miss? That's Art Show. Good morning, Irma. How are you? Sorry, that was my husband. He was bringing down my laptop because I have my inspiring art group lesson today at 11, and I usually do it on my laptop so I can film it and watch what I'm doing. But I don't need that today because what we're doing today is a portrait. I did a child's portrait as a commission, and that's going to be what I pre-recorded painting it. Actually ended up being in 2 parts because when you do something that detailed, and I don't know, when I do commissions, they always take me a lot longer. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I had a whole different palette out here from yesterday. I started to work on something, and my daughter invited me to go get coffee, so I never did use my colors. But since we were doing this today, I like to mix with you guys, so I just had to throw them out, which is always a little sad. I could have kept some on here, but they didn't even match what I was doing. Oh, the colors are really fun, aren't they? I would love to see the portrait you did. Oh, Shelley, I'll have to show it to you. I didn't even show it to the person who commissioned it yet. I need to, it's probably almost dry. And I have a couple more I need to do. I'm going to warm this up a little bit and then go light with that too. I want some of the brighter. Usually I can do my colors in a circle like that. I don't know quite how that happened, but that's all right. And then the top of tuft part, let me clean my knife off. I got a little something on there. Get out a little bit more of this brilliant yellow light. And then I do need a little bit of orange too. That's great. I'm going to do that and add just a little bit of gray into that to kind of neutralize that. You can use the complementary color or like a gray to neutralize a color and make it not so vibrant. Not so saturated. Let's take some of that and add, I have a little bit of orange out here. Yeah, you can still see what I'm doing. Trying to get like the color of in the front where it's really bright. Oops, I can't even get to that. That's good. The greens, and then I need a little, maybe something neutral for his beak. Let me go put it, I'll do it up here. Oh, and then I need a background color. So that could just go a little, oh, that's pretty. That, a little more of that neutral. Then how do I want to do the background? I think I'm going to do it a little, it's very dark. Not sure I want it that dark. That's pretty, isn't it? Maybe a little bit more of this. I think that's raw umber. I've been really enjoying seeing how colors look mixed together that are not colors I'd normally use or mix together. Keeps things interesting for sure. Okay, I think that's a good start. Pull you up here. See if I can keep from moving this too much. You have a reflection on there. See if I pull this over, if you can see that better. I think so. Is that good? You feel like you can see okay? Okay. Let's see what we get. Ready to dive in for the fun. It's all fun. Every part of it's fun. Okay, so I'm going to do my wash of transparent, and I'm going to use kind of this manganese. I think this is a manganese violet and burnt sienna. Or is it? Is it burnt sienna? I think so. That's nice, huh? That's a pretty start. Close up my little liquid jar. Clean my brush off. I'm going to wipe out where my bird is going to be. Just kind of give myself an idea of where I'm going, and then use pigment sticks a little bit. See, I have to think about, because I have that black over there, it's kind of throwing me off where I'm supposed to be with this. Oh, that's a good start. Okay. Get my pigment sticks out. I'm going to try and keep it really loose. I always say I feel like I go in circles. Like I try to get my paintings loose all the time. That's like always my goal. And they'll go in that direction. I'll love them for a while, and then all of a sudden they'll start to tighten up again. Then I have to bring myself back kind of in check. Get them loose again. I guess it's part of the journey. Love your underpainting. Yeah, I love how it looks too. I say one day I'll be brave enough to call my painting finished much sooner than I do. Because I do love when it's really kind of a mess like this. I don't really need red. I do want a little bit of bright green. Because there's lots of green. Oh, and I didn't use my fun blue either. Blue or green, whatever you want to call this color. I love all those colors. That's really fun, isn't it? To think about where his eye is. So what do we think? Is it a boy or a girl? I don't know how you tell that. Is it a parrot? Is that what it is? Okay, I think that's good. That's a lot of pigment sticks I got on there. I hope some of them show through in the end. Good morning, Tina. Oh, what color? Donna, it was probably the malachite green. Is it this bright green, maybe? They're my favorites. I'm running out of them, too. First I have to figure out where the eye goes before I get too far here. My black paint's still all right. Oh, that's too funny. My grid's wrong. You see that? I don't have the 4x4 grid. It's 3x3. How on earth did I do that? I think because the other part of the grid's over here. I don't know what I did, but I'm just going to have to wing it. No grid for me today. That's so crazy. I didn't even realize it. Just adds to the challenge, right? If it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, it's totally... It's totally not in the right place, the grid. Who needs a grid, right? Sometimes I think things like that do become a crutch. Like I just get so used to having a grid that I feel like I need it, but I probably could live without it. It's a good challenge to try. Oh, that looks cool. I love the eye. Okay. Yep, it happens. It happens. I have to look where my darker areas are, which this is really a pretty light, neutral subject. Most of the dark is in the background. You just have to wing it, that's right. And that's how you get better at things, just by winging it. Even though it's usually the scariest thing to do. But it keeps you looser. It makes you think about things differently. Instead of thinking, oh no, I don't have my grid, I need to start over. Like, no, just keep on going. It'll all be fine. Okay, now I think I'm going to put a little bit of my background color in here just to see where I am in space. And I might want to go darker with that color in the background, but I can always do that later. I don't have to do it right now. So, the next 2 weekends, I will be at the Rehoboth Outdoor Fine Art Show in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. So if anyone's in the area, please come see me. Rehoboth is such a cute little beach town. It's a fun show. A lot of great artists there. And I'll be there for 2 weekends. They always have great music, good food, beer and wine. I think they have wine. The burnt sienna and greens are amazing. Yeah, aren't they? Like, and the burnt sienna is like a color I never used before. Now here I go. That's a tilt of a head that I don't quite know how to do, but I'll just try. Let's get some of this. Beautiful bright underbelly color. Um, and that's a little bit in shadow. Oh, the colors are really fun. I need a sip of my coffee. Good morning, Kathy. Where's everybody listening from? Do you take the picture reference? I try to take as many of my own reference photos as I can, but I don't of birds because, I mean, I do sometimes. Like I took this one because I think I took it at PetSmart. But I either get them from people that I know that let me use their photos, or there are a couple groups on Facebook that people take photos and they'll share them with you to use for painting reference, which is lovely because, you know, it's hard to be able to do all the things, get outside and take photos, and take care of the business part. Like, I don't have time to do that too, but I would love to eventually have time to take more serious photos. I do take all my floral photos myself. It's not birds. I don't see them out much. South Carolina, Texas. Irma says he's already looking quite fun. He is. I love all those colors. What face group would that be? Oh, Jackie, let me think. There's a few different ones. I think might be called Free Reference Photos for Artists. That's my best guess right now. The one that I like. There's a bunch of different ones. Like you can kind of go on there and join the groups and see whose photos you enjoy. But it is a great resource. Over there too. Fluffy ball of joyful color. I love that. And what shall we name him? I think it's a guy. A colorful fellow. He's a party bird. Irma, he sure is a party bird. It's hard to get in there with that purple. I love that free reference photos for us, but I save so many photos. It's filled up my, oh yeah, me. I certainly have that problem. I think I might be at 60,000 photos. I've asked groups before and some won't let you use their photos. Some will. Yes, you have to find the ones where they'll let you use their photos. Yep. I stopped saving my and save within Facebook. Oh, that's a really good idea. I never even thought about doing that. I guess that does make sense. Instead of putting them on your... And I need to go through and just get rid of ones that I don't use. You know, you get those apps. It always tricks you into going into that app where you can get rid of the photos that are duplicates and stuff. And I always think, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, do you think there's time in the day to do that? I might get rid of 4 and I move on to something else. said it was scarlet macaw. I love the macaw. Scarlet. Is that the kind of bird this is? Is that what you're telling me? You let me know. Because I never read the little sign at PetSmart. I'm so busy watching the birds. My husband's usually the one looking for the cat food, and I'm caught at the bird section. Of course, I go look at the cats and the dogs too, but I only photograph the birds. According to the photo ID. Oh, okay. Maybe we should name her, have it be a girl named Scarlet. What do you think? I don't know if I like the shape of her little nose. Her beak. It's really not a nose, is it? Get Scarlet's beak a little more scarlety. Or should it be a little more brown? Maybe a little more brown. That's probably a little bit better. Oh, it's a parakeet. Oh. Max McCall. Yeah, I kind of do think it's a boy. Oh, Max. He's always up for a fun time. Everybody wants to go on vacation with Max. Maybe the nose is too long. It's my lack of a grid that is like tripping me up here, I think. That's probably better. Max. A little bit of that orange is in here. Yeah, I love those colors together. Do a little more light around his eyes and then start working on the green in here. Whoops. Okay. A little light around his eyes. It's getting there. Now I'm holding my breath. Okay. It's not dark enough. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna have to soften this little. That's good. Love the eye. Okay, I gotta stop fussing with that. And we're going a little bit more of the coat. Is that what that's called, where all the feathers are? Is that Max's coat? Looks fun. Make him look so great. Thank you. It is awfully fun. All right, I need to stop getting so detailed. I'm always trying not to do that, and here I am using the small brush. Put the small brush down. That's probably better. Good morning, Corinne. It's my daughter Emily here. She said I didn't say good morning to her. She was on last week and I didn't see her come on. I do want to let some of the crazy colors show here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what else was I telling you? Yes, if you're in my Inspiring Art group, I will see you at 11. Don't forget. And yeah, I'll spend a day getting ready for the Rehoboth show. Hopefully all will go smoothly. Oh gosh, I love all those colors in there. So I still have to do the lighter part of his head too. But I like the pops of color. Like I always have to think about, is it too much? Are they too bright? But I really like how they look. So I'm going to try not to cover them. So easy to do too much and then end up having all the spontaneous parts covered up. Don't want that. Ellen says I have an album set on my phone, so I will be there at 11. Oh, perfect. Now all I have to do is make sure I don't forget. Cleaning my brush off. Anita said I always seem to have appointments Wednesdays and miss the live, but I'll watch it later. Good. And it's pre-recorded anyway. You just get to hear us chatting. That's the part that gets added, but Yeah, this was one that I had to do this commission, so I thought I might as well just record the whole thing. It's a good idea. It's kind of a true yellow in here. Gosh, I think this might be the most colorful bird painting I've ever done. Max. The chatting is the fun part. I hear birds. Yes, Ellen, can you hear the birds? Yes, the birds are happy in my backyard. We have a tree in the backyard, and for some reason it is absolutely filled with birds. Like, I think hundreds of them. It's never happened before. It's not a particularly, that I know of, like a particularly bird kind of tree. Then we had nests, like we couldn't trim, my husband couldn't trim some of the bushes in the spring because we had birds nesting in the trees. My yard's become a little bit of a sanctuary. I don't know why. Cardinals. What makes you think it's cardinals, Susie? Because of how they sound. What am I missing? What do I need to do? Oh, their song. Oh, isn't that cool? I don't know that. What cardinals even sound like. It sounds like cardinals. All the birds are attracted to the green of vibration filling your house. Thank you, Ellen. Highlight at the top, beak near the head. Yep, I see that. You're right. All right, let's work on that. I feel like I need a little smaller brush for that. My paint's a little bit thick there. I'm having trouble getting it to lay on top. So you just go in with more. Merlin Bird ID is a free app. Oh yeah, I want to get that, Susie. Thank you for reminding me. No, I have to write that down. Merlin Bird ID, I need that. Cool bird ID. A fun-loving bird. I love it. Yeah, what are some other fun old-fashioned traits we could add to Max? I do have trouble thinking up some of them after a while. And I like them to be like, yeah, kind of old-fashioned traits. Like a handsome fella. Fussing too much. Might be fussing. I don't know if I like that dark in there. Let me lighten a little bit. It's really kind of more pink than it is brown in here. It's got charisma. That's a good word. I'll forget these things. I have to write it down. What do you think? Anything else? This like acidy yellow that I mixed. I don't know how I got it, but it's fun. Hopefully he got it adopted to a wonderful home at PetSmart. I wouldn't know the first thing to do with a pet bird. Would you say, what kind is it, a chickadee? Making his bottom edge of his beak darker might help the head tilt. Making the bottom edge of his beak darker. This underneath. Is that what you're telling me? Where I just was. I do have trouble getting the tilt to look tilty. It is always a little bit of a challenge. I should just do a little lesson and just keep working on. Yeah, I think that helped. No, not the feathers, the beak. This part, the under part of his lower lip or his upper lip? Do you mean his upper beak? This? Not his lower lip? Isn't that part of his beak down there too? Oh, at the pointy part. Making it lighter or darker? Now it looks like he's something. I need to go in here now. Little lightness. Yes. Did I get it? Opener beak. Oh, is that what that's called? The opener. Opener beak. Like it opens nuts. So there's really feathers back there. I help differentiate that a little bit. It does look more tilty. Opener beak, yes. Let me see between the beaks. I think you got it. Laura says she thinks I got it. It resembles the reference. Yes, thanks, Corinne. Okay, now what else? Anything else? Is there anything I'm missing? Or do I feel finished? There's always something else you can do. And that's the crazy part. Love his feathers. Yeah, me too. I do love his feathers. And I even like that the messy bits showing through. Maybe I need a little bit more light by his face. He's got more white around black of eye. White around his eye. Oh, I have my brush upside down. Yeah, it's hard to get the bags under his eyes. I know that's not what they are. Love the blue and pink show through. Me too. A little more lighter feathers at the top of his head. Yeah, maybe even in here too. And then we can call. I feel his beak is wider. A sharper drop down in photo. Yeah, but I kind of had it like that and didn't like it. It was getting I felt like he had a big nose. The background is interesting, but neutral enough not to compete with the colorful subject. Yeah, and that's always tricky because you do want to keep it more colorful. Yeah, I kind of like the beak like it is because it doesn't really have to look like the reference. Nobody will even see the reference. I always say it's good to put the reference away at some point and just see what the painting needs. You know, it needs a little separation in here. On that little hole, is that how he breathes? What is the little hole? Who knows that answer? Too busy with that either. So I think I'm going to sign it because now I'm changing it and not making it better. Max. It's got a lot of charisma. Any other fun words? Artistic license. Yes, I love artistic license. Thank goodness for that. All right, let me show you up close. So there's my reference. And there's Sweet Colorful Max. A charmer, I like that too. I'll write that down. Pizzazz is a fun word. Yeah, I love when, if you ever think of words like that like no one uses anymore. Pizzazz is great. Charmer. The hold is called a nair. Oh, thank you, Corinne. Of course you knew that. Cocky and sassy. Dapper, that's a good one too. I love that. Yeah. The words that nobody uses anymore, they're so fun. And old-fashioned names. Although the old-fashioned names are coming back in vogue. So they're new-fashioned names now. Thanks for letting us see you working. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Said Tilda's great. It's just beautiful. I had a cockatiel named Max. Oh, did you, Shelley? That's so fun. Sassy is my favorite. Yeah, I love that word. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. If you're in my Inspiring Art group, I'll see you at 11. And if you want to be, go under the Learn section on my website. You can always sign up to join us. And I also have my Art and Bloom course there. And I'm going to be at Square Pear Gallery in like February. And those are a couple fun things coming up. Come see me in Rehoboth if you can. And I may or may not be doing this next Wednesday. I'm not sure. But we'll see. So thanks for coming, guys. It was fun. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.